This is Holland Africa line 35023. It's a Hornby TTS locomotive, and this is going through the insulfrog points test. I think we want to change direction. First set of points are streamline points. As it comes into the siding, so radius 2. And there we go. These are streamline points, which it is best suited for. Big long chassis locomotive. And as I've said before, I'd recommend streamline points to anybody in a railway siding. All insulfrog points. Now originally this track was set track points as per the computer program. But after having a problem with a couple of locomotives and smoothness of running and having the space, I took them all up and changed them to streamline points. And the first streamline point is a long curve, and the second is a shorter streamline point. Now there's 18 points in this engine yard. And obviously it's going over a lot more than 18 points because it's going backwards and forwards over them. Oh, point doesn't work, let's have a go. There we go. Basically the wiring underneath, they're removable plungers. So if we need to take everything out in front, and obviously one of them would just work loose then, but easy to sort out. Now what my videos of all these locomotives shows you is that digital locomotives run over insulfrog points absolutely fine. Point worth noting, this is the 4th Holland Africa line I've had, because the original ones I had problems with, they just kept cutting out all the time. Radius 2 curve point, but going through the radius 3 part. I always thought that set track curve points were radius 2 and radius 4. They're not, they're radius 2 and radius 3. It's a shame they don't do a set track curve point, radius 3 and radius 4. That would be great. Now I was reading recently on social media that people are saying that curve points aren't any good. My experience is they're okay, but you've got to watch where you place them. And when you lay your track, the track has to butt up to the track exactly. It's no good cheating to get a bit more of a bend by bending it around on the joints, because on curve points where the locos are running off the apex, the wheels will jam in, be it bogies or driving wheels, and it will derail. But basically what I'm doing here is just showing you the sidings performance of a locomotive that you might think about buying. And you might be thinking about buying this and thinking, well, I've got tight sidings, will this run? But the major factor, apart from the back-to-backs and the locomotive not being faulty, is your track being absolutely flat. I like TTS, a lot of people criticise it, but for the price and what you get, I think it's great value for money. Now, I spent a lot of money on a couple of locomotives with lock sound and a cube speaker, and yes, in isolation the loco on its own sounds absolutely wonderful, but if you've got 3 locos running and a few other bits and pieces, me personally, I found myself looking and thinking, why did I spend all this money? But I realise it's all a subjective thing. I do get that, different strokes for different blokes. And the only thing I say that is a must is that your track is flat. On the horizontal and the perpendicular, it's got to be flat. Otherwise you are going to be in for a world of pain. There's no droppers here, the power is all coming in from the main inner loop. Now, if you've watched any of my earlier videos, you will see that to get different locos to function in these sidings, we had to alter, or I should say correct, our track where it wasn't correct. Our problem, our fault. However, in our defence, this track it's going round now was held back down by tacks, which just bashed in. You can't level the track properly with tacks. So I put my hand up, and it's been down for 3.5 years, doesn't time fly? And everything moves, even in this room which is air conditioned. And this is, that's fine, here we go. Slips on the track there, I don't know why. Dirt maybe. But I'm not going to rerun it for a second of slipping. That's fine. And you can see this is really tight. This track is poor. Really tight. And I can see the way the tender clanked. It's too tight really. I wouldn't recommend laying your track like this, but this was done with the computer. You're twisting the loco chassis. This is a lot better here. Even though it's radius 2 into there. And we're going to go back all the way round now. Radius 2. Radius 2 set track. And you can see, look at the loco twisting. My own track is poor. But we did it when we'd come back after modelling for a long time. I mean, look at that, that's train set all day long. All radius 2. All on the radius 2. Yes, the loco has done it. But if any of my track would have been uneven, both on the parallel, the horizontal, it would have come off. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you.